Afternoon. Video documentation in regards to the M3 side Fender grill LED side markers. I actually pulled the exact unit that you should have. I do believe the parts number should be reading something like this. And we have two different versions, whether it be the white output or the amber LED output. From my understanding, this should be for the amber LED. However, what I'm covering in this instance is actually the bench testing portion for the LED side markers. I understand that you're confirming that both sides don't work from right out the box and when connecting onto yours. Being the case, I understand that you can't get the polarity incorrect for these side markers because it actually has a designated notch on top of them. So I understand there's only one way to connect them. However, because we do test each LED components before shipping, I'm just wondering if I can have your assistance, if you have an access to a 12-volt power supply, to actually use it to bench test real quick to make sure if it's an issue with the pins not making contact with your factory connectors, or if it's indeed with the LEDs for both sides. Being the case, we can understand if the issue was with one side, but if you're reporting that both LEDs don't work, we might need to take a further look into it, making sure it's not a connectivity issue, but instead an actual LED issue. So, being the case, the connectors are very tight for the pins on these Fender side markers. What I've actually done is actually fashioned the paper clip to go ahead and insert to each of the pins onto the side markers to power them up. So what I've actually noticed, which is the notch on the top right here, so the right side will be your grounding negative, your left side pin will be your positive. Again, it's the side with the notch on top. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and actually take the time to go ahead and bench test this side marker, which you'll see the bottom of this mat illuminate in amber when it's tested on. So, turning on my power supply. Again, our warehouse staff actually has a modified tester in the warehouse to test the lead width, but right now I've just modified a paper clip, just going to give you an overview of what should be done. Oops. So, you can see the illumination on my mat right now that the amber is lighting up. That's that right there. So one more time, hopefully I'll get it at a better angle. You can see that the amber is lighting up, no issues. So I was wondering if you do have an access to a 12-volt power supply, if you can go ahead and bench test the units, wanting to make sure that if it is just dealing with a connectivity issue or indeed an LED issue. From our instance, being the case that these aren't an LED bar but instead individual LED nodes, if there is an issue with the LED circuit board, a few LED nodes wouldn't light up instead the entire row. So again, it wouldn't make sense that the entire row LED is not working. If that's the case right out the box, most likely it'd be dealing with a connectivity or a polarity issue. Again, I understand that you can only connect one way, so polarity is kind of ruled out for that. But I just want to make sure that the pins on here, which is there's two thin pins, that they're very aligned, straight, none of them is bent, pushed back, or coming into issue in terms of contact in any way. Being the case that would make perfect sense why your side markers aren't working. So if you can touch base with us in regards to checking the pins, and also via bench tests, that'd be wonderful for us to know, being the case that we have a lot of success selling these M3 side markers. Thanks so much again for your time.